Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have something a little bit different for you guys. If you couldn't tell already, I look a little strange. And that is because today I wanted to show you guys the power of makeup. This was a trend that started a little while ago, but I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And most of the time on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you guys see me look like this. But in reality, most of the time, 5 out of the 7 days of the week, I look like this. And that's something you don't think about when you see people on Instagram and you see, their makeup and you maybe compare yourself to them. You have to remember that probably most of the time, they look like this. And I have plenty of people tell me, you wear too much makeup, your makeup doesn't look natural. And you know what? I'm here to tell you guys that you should not let anyone tell you how you should or shouldn't wear your makeup. It's your face. If you don't like to wear makeup and people tell you that you should or something like that, don't wear makeup. Do it for yourself. If you don't like it, don't wear it. If you love makeup and you want to go full glam every single day, then you should do it because it's your face. What I'm trying to say is that makeup should be empowering. It should make you feel good. And if anybody else tries to tell you different, don't listen to them. Because really, what do they know? So without further ado, I would like to show you guys how I transform my face from this to this. Okay, so starting out, I'm going to curl my lashes. This definitely makes a huge difference, especially with my eyelashes, because they kind of just go stick straight. Now I'm just combing through my brows and taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Blonde and running that through my brows very lightly just to kind of fill everything in before going in with the Brow Wiz, which I'm using in soft brown. And I'm going underneath my brow to define it and then going on along the outsides just to give myself more of an arch. Now I'm taking my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer in light and putting some of that on my eyelid to prime my eyes. Now I'm taking my Makeup Geek Shadow in Vanilla Bean and setting my eye primer with that. Now taking Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie and kind of going all over my crease with that as a transition shade. Then I'm mixing Creme Brulee and Frappe and going in my crease with those two as well. I would consider this my kind of go-to makeup look. It's easy, it's simple, and it's pretty fast. Now I'm taking Makeup Geek's Tan Lines eyeshadow and going over those other two shadows. Next I'm taking, I cannot remember the name of the shadow, but I will link it down below. It's from a Tarte palette and going in my outer V to create a little bit more depth, then just blending all of that out with a fluffier brush. Now I'm taking my Jouer Kitten liner and mapping out my winged liner, but then decided that my Lorac front of the line pro liner would be a better choice, so finished off my wing liner with that. Now taking my Makeup Geek shadow in Shimma Shimma, popping some of that on my brow bone and just a tiny bit on my lid, making sure to avoid my liner. Now I'm taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and popping some of that on, then taking my Duo Lash Glue and my Flutter lashes in Annabelle, which are beautiful, and then doing a dance because obviously why not, and then popping those on. Now I'm taking my Tarte Clean Slate Flawless Primer and applying that. It felt so weird to do this with one hand. Now I am taking my NYX Dark Circle Corrector, going underneath my eyes to hide the dark circles underneath my eyeballs. Now I'm taking Ulta's Color Correct Concealer Palette and just taking that green shade to limit the redness. Now I'm taking my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation and applying that all over that half of my face and blending it in with a beauty blender, which is brand new, might I add. Going back in with that Urban Decay concealer and going underneath my eyes to highlight and lift. Also popping some of my chin, my cupid's bow, and my forehead. I'm blending that in underneath my eye with the Beauty Blender's little mini concealer sponge, and then blending out the rest with my Beauty Blender. Now I'm taking Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette and Lorax Pro Contour palette and making sure that everything is blended in underneath my eye with the little concealer sponge, and then setting my under eyes with the banana shades and the orangey shade from the Shade and Light palette. Then just going ahead and setting the rest of my T-zone. Next I'm taking my Milani Prep Set Go powder and setting the rest of my face with that. Now going back in with the Shade and Light palette and the orangey shade in the middle and kind of bronzing up my skin with this awesome new brush that I found at Marshall's. I think it's called Eco Tools. I might be wrong. Next I'm taking the lightest contour shade and going underneath my cheekbones to define and slim and all those good things. Just popping a little tiny bit of that on my nose just to give it a little bit more definition. Then taking my Sonia Kashuk brightening powder and baking underneath my contour just to clean things up and make it look a little bit more defined. Then I'm taking my Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop and putting some of that on top of my cheekbones so that I glow. And then taking Tarte's Blush in Amazed and putting that on my cheekbones as well, making sure to blend upwards. Then I'm popping tan lines in my lash line and then taking the purpley shade from that Tarte palette and also putting that over the top. And then I'm just dusting off that bake. Now I'm taking my Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lolita and popping some of that on my lips. And that completes the look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video makes you feel empowered and makes you love your makeup or makes you love your natural face. I really just think embracing both is the best way to go. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Sprinkler.